What's up everybody, Dr. McKay here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're continuing my Star Trek online playthrough. This is the new missions, or the new story arc, which is Yesterday's War. So we've completed the Iconian War arc in the last video, so that was pretty fun. This is all new to me now, so like everything that's going to happen is like my first time experiencing it. Obviously it was in the Iconian War, but obviously just to let you guys know that from here on out, again, it's all new for me. I've decided to go back to my Odyssey Star Cruiser and give the Prometheus a nice rest, considering obviously it's just gone for a war. So obviously we'll be going out now in the USS Jack O'Neill. But before we get started, if you like the content, feel free to hit the like button, don't forget to comment and subscribe for YouTube, and feel free to follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to reach 200 followers on Twitch, so your support is much appreciated. And also a quick word from today's sponsor. I'm really excited to be partnering with HelloFresh. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes, plus 3 gifts at the link in the description. But who are HelloFresh, you may ask? Well, meal times are made simple. HelloFresh provides all the ingredients and inspiration needed for stress-free cooking and meal planning, making it easy to serve meals that you and your loved ones will enjoy. HelloFresh has perfectly portioned ingredients that get delivered to your door hassle-free. You can select your weekly recipe from a variety of great tasting options. Modify the servings per recipe and schedule delivery at your convenience. And of course, you can pause or cancel your subscription at any time. HelloFresh offers many different recipes per week to choose from. The variety of choices means your dinners will always be different, and it gives you opportunity to try out new meals. You can also select unique options such as calorie smart, quick meals, and family friendly recipes. Each meal uses fresh ingredients from suppliers selected by HelloFresh. You can be sure that the ingredients you get are always fresh and of high quality. So if you want to spice up your meal times, I'm here to help. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes plus 3 gifts at the link. Offer ends Sunday the 23rd of April, so if you want great tasty meals, act now. And thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring my channel. Alright, so with the sponsor said, we're gonna now look at what mission we gotta do. Now, it looks like time travel or some form of to do with time, as it's called Yesterday's War, and our first mission is called the Temporal Ambassador. So let's hail him and see what missions, or see what the mission leads. There's only 5 episodes in this. I don't know how long they are. We could try and get him into the 1 video. If not, it would be probably 2 videos for this story arc. Anyway, let's go, and I hope you all enjoy the content.
We've detected an anomaly in the Azure Nebula. Because of the Tholian activity in that area, we're concerned that they may be attempting to open a rift to the mirror universe. I need a ship to go out there and check it out.
Oh, what's up, Captain Geordie? I accept the mission. Alright. Helm. Let's leave dry dock. Maneuvering thrusters only. Set a course for the Azure Nebula. Maximum warp. Engage. Nothing much is up, and you? Well, just starting the new mission story, Yesterday's War. So, we'll see where it leads. Alright. Captain, Starfleet Command reports that a space-time anomaly has been seen in this area of space. With the Tholian activity in this region, they wanted us to check it out and see what we can learn. I have it on sensors, sir. Locking in coordinates now. I've also brung back my Odyssey Star Cruiser. Now the war with the Iconians is over. That was odd. I'm no longer detecting anything in front of us, but I'm picking up a similar or possibly the same anomaly at a new location. I've updated the coordinates on the map. Aye. This way. It is a nice ship. Big ship. Was that also, you remember the Iconian portal tech that they used for their ships, yeah? The gateways. It happened again. The anomaly has jumped to a new location. Can't keep doing this forever, sir. We need to get close enough to sensor sweep. Right here.
Scanning in progress.
Scan some hydrazine, one minute. Yep. Freighter. What is going on? Interesting. So you managed to recreate it with a few differences and using dark matter for the interdimensional travel. Nice. Well, I'm not exactly sure how the Iconian gateways work, but they literally just open up like a pocket and walk through. Alright, this is strange.
Do you have a question?
I'm back with the tech site shipment.
Thank you, Captain. The Tholian Assembly appreciates your loyalty. So many ship captains threw away their lives needlessly in the days after they annexed this area of space. It'll take a few hours to offload your cargo. Feel free to grab a hot meal in the commissary. I know that comforts can be hard to come by in this sector. I recommend the plomeek soup. It almost tastes like something.
Okay.
Do you need anything?
Get some food in the mess hall. Evan? You look familiar. So do you. Have you been in any other work camps or sectors? Well, he's part of my crew. Right, yeah. In another life, yeah. It's also Detan.
Hello. For all I know, you could be informing on me to the Tholians. But if I don't answer, you'll probably tell them I'm hiding something. Fine. My name is Detan. I was born on Romulus. After the war, I signed on to a freighter crew working the Bolian run. My captain got in trouble with the Tholians, and I ended up here. I'm a true and loyal servant of the Tholians, and I don't want any trouble. Now go away and leave me alone. I have work to do.
Great. Looks like some time travel or multiversal shenanigans going on here. Just the test seems to have gone wrong. Not just was it interdimensional travel, but also apparently time travel since I ended up in a new galaxy and in the past, as it seems. Oh, dear. I think I've entered a temporal anomaly that's took me to a different timeline. Or it could be a parallel universe. All the players are the same, but their roles are different. That makes sense. Ooh. Loads of people I recognise from... There's Garrett. Talk to Garrett.
Have we met?
Maybe.
You're just asking to be polite, aren't you? I find idle chatter so tedious these days. Still, it's a way to pass the time. My name is Rugen Skyle. I used to be a member of the Cardassian government until I had a conflict with a rival faction. Politics on my world can be quite cutthroat. Now I'm here. It's better than execution, but only just. The food here is terrible, and the company is worse. Another question.
Okay. Suppose you better get some food. Humanoid dietary supplement 47. Okay.
I haven't seen you around here before, Captain. Got a minute to talk?
I'm new here.
I know. I asked around about you, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you this, but I need your help. You're not supposed to be here. None of us are. Not in this timeline, I mean. My ship, my crew, we were supposed to do something important. We went through an anomaly, moved through time, and everything changed. We tried to go back. I guess the battle with the Klingons disrupted the anomaly. Instead of getting back where we belong, we ended up here with the Tholians running everything. I'd never even seen a Tholian before. You have to help us set things right. You have to help us get back to our ship.
What are you talking about? Who is us?
Me and my crew. There are a little over 100 of us here, scattered throughout the work camp. We're about 65 years ahead of where we should be, according to my math. We were fighting the Romulans. This was back in 2344. And the weapons discharges caused a temporal rift. We passed through, and because we weren't at Narendra to do what we were supposed to do, the timeline changed.
What's that? Grand Admiral Shadow. What are the Tholians? The Tholians are a non-humanoid alien species. They are kind of like insects, but not much is really known apart from the fact that they live... Well, they're like... environmental, like, life support needs to be pretty hot, like 200 degrees or something like that, to sustain them. And they are very xenophobic. They don't like other species.
We ended up in a timeline where the Federation and the Klingon Empire were at war, and the Federation was losing badly. We tried to go back to set things right, but then the Klingons found us and the Enterprise D. And there's someone here with us from that timeline. Her name is Tasha. I'll take you to her. Maybe she can help explain this.
Lead on. Yeah, the Tholians are, like I said, xenophobic, but they also have, like, technology that's, like, unique to them. Right, where am I going? Oh, there you go. This is a Tholian in its exo suit. I've heard that. Oops. Oh, my bad. Yeah. So it's like a spider bug. Yeah. But obviously they can't survive in our climate. I'm coming. Yeah. To be fairly honest though, like, in their natural state, they kind of look like crystallized. If that makes sense?
We need your help.
What's going on here?
I'm from Starfleet, and if I'm right, that's a name that should ring bells with you as well. In an alternate timeline from this one, the correct one, Starfleet is still alive and well, and you're a Starfleet officer too. When the Enterprise C moved ahead in time, it created an alternate timeline, one in which I was alive but shouldn't have been. I left with the Enterprise to set things right. We thought we were returning to the Narendra system in 2344 to defend the Klingon colony there from a Romulan attack. We ended up in this nebula in 2409. The Tholians caught us before we could try again, and you can guess the rest. We're going to try to restore the timeline, but to do so, we need the Enterprise C. It's still in the hangar here, and as soon as we get back to her, we'll find the temporal rift and get back to where and when we're supposed to be. To do that, we need your help.
Oh, count me in. What do you need me to do?
Franklin Drake is already helping us. He managed to get an access key used to operate the systems in the hangar control room. We need you to get the code from Drake and use it to open the doors to the hangar control room. I'd go myself, but we've already been here a week. The Tholians know we're trying to get back to the ship. They're watching us. But you're new. They won't suspect you're involved. That's the idea, at least. Of course, it's not as simple as getting the code and opening the door. The Tholians have guards on all critical areas. You'll need to slip past the guards and get into the maintenance tunnels. From there, it's a winding maze to the hangar control room, which can only be unlocked from the inside. Once you get in, you'll be able to open the doors. We'll be waiting there to help you free the Enterprise.
I'll do it. What's next?
Here, take this communicator. It's on a scrambled frequency the Tholians don't monitor, and it'll allow me to contact you while you're on the move. Maybe you can convince someone to cause a distraction. That might make slipping past the guards into the tunnels easier.
Thanks. So what's that? Well, I know some living crystal beings, just the smallest are the size of cruisers, and they live in space. Yeah, there's a giant crystalline entity in this universe that likes to wipe out people. Thing is, though, the Tholians as well have this ability to detect, like, time travel or temporal distortions. They always like to butt their nose in. Thing is, I'm not sure if they're crystalline entities or just like, yeah, bugs that have, yeah, what do you call it?
Do you have a question?
Yaron Castillo said you have a key for me.
Take it. Here's a map, too. You'll need it in the tunnels. I still don't know why I'm risking my neck for this. Don't expect any more help from me. The Federation fell before I was born. I shouldn't even care, but there's something about Yar and Castillo. I know they believe they can make a difference. Makes me want to believe.
Thank you. I'll take the risk now.
Do you need anything else?
No, that's it. Okay. So if I remember rightly, in one of the Star Trek Next Generation episodes, the Enterprise C, which is the ship that's here, enters a time rift and comes out into the future. But it changes the timeline, leaving the Federation and Klingons to be still at war with each other. And obviously, the Enterprise D helps get the Enterprise C back through the time portal to restore the timeline. But obviously, this is a adaptation of that story. Let me have a look at the map. So, okay. Obasek.
I will be free.
Can I get you to create a diversion for us? We need to reach the control room.
Your plan is foolhardy. If you want to die, do it without my assistance.
Oh, sorry to have bothered you. Okay. Let's try Garrick.
Have we met?
Can I get you to create a diversion for us? We need to reach the control room.
And what do I get for risking my life for you? Nothing, that's what. Not even a drop of Kanar.
Alright.
Find someone else to do your bidding, Captain. I don't take orders from anyone.
Sorry to have bothered you, Elam.
How can I assist you?
Can you create a diversion?
I don't remember the Federation, or Starfleet. The war was almost over before I was born. This is the only life I know. One of servitude, deprivation, loss. I want something better. That freedom my parents and grandparents told me about. I want the Federation back. I'll help. Just tell me what you need.
Thank you.
Usha, to the death! Hey, get down here, you big salt shaker!
Big salt shaker is brilliant. He dead. Big salt shaker. It's brilliant.
Well done. Those maintenance tunnels are a maze. They make navigating the Jeffries tubes on the Enterprise look easy. I recommend using the map to keep track of where you've been, what doors lead away from which room, and where you are currently.
View hand-drawn map. Okay. It's gonna be fun.
Tholians in the control room. When they're in there, they pump in a Tholian-friendly atmosphere and raise the temperature. It will kill us if we try to enter. You'll need to replace the methane-based atmosphere with something we can breathe, and lower the ambient temperature in the control room before we can continue as planned.
Why would the Tholians put a system in place that could create a hostile environment for them?
The Tholians are very precise. They want to learn everything they can about the ships they're capturing. All rooms connected to the hangars have their atmospheres exchanged to prevent damage to the systems they're dismantling for study. Also, sometimes they force humanoids to do the work for them, so they'll pump in something we can handle.
Makes sense. Okay. Okay. Looks like this one and the other one lead into the same room. They do. Aha. There you go, that's what they look like. He's dead, Jim. Who's Jim? The way leads out. I want to check the other direction. I'm an explorer. I gotta go up, find every nook and cranny and explore it. Elder Tribble, please share your wisdom. The Tribble coos for a moment and then it rolls gently towards you looking for food. You realise you're talking to a Tribble. Maybe you've been in these access tunnels too long, or maybe it's the gas fumes. That's funny. Little Easter eggs. Yeah, that's right. God, I love tribbles. Alright. Hello?
We don't have much time.
Oh, okay.
We don't have much time.
What's your speciality?
I know a few tricks to take that tractor beam system offline. I'm also fairly confident that with enough time, I can release the docking clamps holding the ship, or take down the Tholian's web shielding. We don't have...
I am here to My first posting in Starfleet was to an ambassador-class vessel. I am familiar with most of the ship's systems, but I spent several months working on a refit of the ship's computer. I am confident I can restore the ship's
No worries, General.
quickly. Also, I do have some experience with Tholian technology from my time in the Resistance. If you prefer, I could attempt to deactivate the web shield or tractor beams. I am here.
Alright, and you?
We need to work together. I was the helm officer on the Enterprise before everything went to hell. But I'm really handy with heavy machinery, like those clamps holding the ship. I know I could take care of those and get us free. If you need me to do something else, maybe I could work on that web shield. It will need to come down before we can fly out of here. Or the ship's power. I know every inch of the old girl. If I could figure out the Tholian interface, I might be able to connect to the ship and restore the power remotely. We need to work together. What do you want me to do?
Alright, release the docking clamps.
I am here to assist. What do you require?
Disable the Tholian weapon, and you can deactivate...
We don't have much
tractor
time.
beam.
Overriding security protocols.
That might work.
I'm changing the targeting subroutines for the tractor beams.
Alright.
Tractor beam is disabled.
Just wait on the 30th weapon now. Come on, sunshine. Nice. Alright. Head to the ship.
I thought you deactivated all the security protocols. Do you want me to do that for you? I know a few things about force fields.
That's right, I got it.
Having trouble? You do know that we could have Tholians swarming us any minute, right? I thought we took care of everything. Starfleet Protocol 547C clearly states that...
I don't think the Tholians have heard of Protocol 547C.
Alright. Yeah.
Captain, I'm detecting Tholian mesh weavers headed for our position. Tholian orb weavers on an interceptor. Tholian recluses moving into weapons range. I recommend evasive options. Tholian tarantula on sensor.
There's the Enterprise C, yes. Ambassador class. That's a time ship.
A ship just appeared out of nowhere and destroyed that Tholian tarantula. I've never seen a ship of that configuration. But one with that fire.
Looks like you could use some help.
Yeah, it's
The way is clear, and the temporal anomaly has been stabilized. Head for the anomaly, Enterprise. It will put you back where you need to be.
nice. Who are you? How do you know where we need to be?
That's my job. The details aren't important. Restoring the timeline is. Get moving. The Tholians are already starting to regroup.
Thanks for your help. Set a course now. Set a course for where? Would help if I had a map. Let's see, so over there. That's it. Yeah, the Ambassador class is the third ship to bear the Enterprise. Well, fourth ship to bear the Enterprise's name. It's basically the step between the Excelsior class and the Galaxy class. Oh, where am I?
I'm sure you've realized by now, you're part of a very different timeline. This one is an aberration that we are here to correct. It would be irresponsible of us to let you go back in time with the Enterprise C, and compromise that timeline as well.
What are you going to do with me then?
We'll send you back to your time. There are still some very important events in the 25th century that you need to be a part of.
So how do I get back?
As soon as the Enterprise C returns to its correct place in history, the timeline should right itself.
Ooh. Sir, that's strange. That's strange, sir. I thought I had something on sensors, but it's gone. Everything is quiet, no Tholians or other ships within range, and the anomaly Starfleet Command wanted us to investigate isn't here either. We can depart the system on your orders, sir. Alright, engage, warp 6. Alright. You put interesting name for the ship class. Well, I can understand those two names, just not exactly the ambassador class name. Then again, I shouldn't complain. Our ship classes are called stuff like Hyperion, Gatekeeper, Scholar, and Keeper class.
There wasn't anything there. That's strange.
Yeah, very strange indeed, Captain. Well, the class of ship my ship's called now is called the Odyssey class Star Cruiser.
We've detected significant temporal activity in the Galorndon core system, circa the 23rd century. I'm going to investigate it, and I'd like you to join me. We believe the Nakul are involved, along with a planet killer.
Oh, damn.
A doomsday machine. If so, we need to stop them at all costs. I'll provide your ship with holographic camouflage. It's best if the Romulans of that time don't see a vessel from the future.
Alright, Daniel, it's been a long time.
Stay safe out there.
I'll try to. Helm set a course for Galorndon core. Maximum warp. The core of the matter. We've arrived, Admiral. The holographic camouflage that Daniels provides is online. As far as the Romulans of this time are concerned, we're in a Teles class warbird. Excellent work, Daniels.
Thank you. I've also transmitted files that will establish your cover identity as Tal Shiar security operatives. You'll need to put this data into their local network before entering the research facility, however. There's a comms satellite nearby that you can use to accomplish this.
Understood. I'm a little tiny warbird. Look at me!
Scanning in progress.
Yeah. Data transmission complete. Our Tal Shiar credentials are in their system and should withstand scrutiny. I'd expect a fair amount of fear and loathing from their staff, Admiral. Unannounced visits from the Tal Shiar aren't exactly a cause for celebration. Let's hope the Tal Shiar's reputations keep us above suspicion. Yeah, this is a Romulan warbird with, like, the nice bird pattern on the bottom. From the 23rd century, I believe. And that's obviously a bigger one.
Scanning in progress.
Tal Shiar vessel, cease all sensor scans of the device immediately. You do not have the proper clearance.
What's your turn, Nakal? We will respect your wishes for now. Well, that's the doomsday weapon. Yeah, this is a... Well, there are very many classes of warbird, but they're like different types of warbird, so yeah. And the Romulans and the Klingons have their own classes of warbird as well.
IRW Moreri. This is Galorndon Station Command. Please transmit your security credentials.
Acknowledge Station Command, transmitting now.
Data received, Moreri. Welcome to Galorndon Core. Sending you transporter coordinates now. I've taken the liberty of informing Commander Chulok. I'm sure the Director will want to greet you personally.
Very well, I'm looking forward to it. Morari out. Let's not keep them waiting. Beam us down. 5 to beam. Energize. In this universe, we don't really have a lot of weapons that can destroy entire planets, but when there is weapons that can destroy entire planets, everyone seems to scramble to stop it, so... And not to mention, it disrupts the power balance between the different species and factions of the galaxy. Yeah.
Doomsday machines seek and destroy planetary bodies, consuming what remains as fuel. And yet, there's one in orbit just sitting there, peacefully. It looks like reports of the Nakul gaining the ability to control the machines are accurate. We need to find out how, and fast. Your holographic disguises should conceal you while you search the facility. Good hunting.
Thanks, we need it, Mikhail. Keep me posted if anything changes, Daniels. And we'll put the planet between the Jackanale and the Doomsday Machine, just in case. Stay on guard, let me know if that thing even twitches a little. I think it comes down to the unpredictability of Doomsday weapons. Or the Doomsday Machine.
This area is restricted. You need to leave. Now.
I am sub-commander of the Tal Shiar. Step aside.
My orders are clear, Romulan. No one is to pass this point until the meeting is concluded. No one, not even Chulak himself.
As you wish, carry on. I'll be sure to mention this to your superior guard. You wish you hadn't crossed the Tal Shiar, lackey. No, it's the middle one.
Sub-Commander, it is my duty to inform you that this area is restricted. Sir.
Not to me, Centurion. Step aside, now.
Yes, Sub-Commander. At once. Forgive my rudeness. Access granted. Let me get the door for you.
Thank you. Your service to the Empire has been noted, Centurion. Sensors indicate that an encoded signal of the Nakul origin is being beamed to the Doomsday Machine. It's coming from the chamber the Nakul were guarding so intently. According to these logs, whenever the Doomsday Machine attempts to engage its primary directives, a signal pulse is beamed to its command core and the machine stops. It appears we're one step closer to learning how they're controlling a Doomsday Machine. Log off. Okay.
Sub-Commander, I've been instructed to grant you access to this facility.
And will you obey?
Of course, Sub-Commander. My family is a friend to the Tal Shiar and loyal to the Empire. Access for you and your team is granted.
Dutiful service to the Empire is always rewarded. Carry on. Okay, please input your selection below. Access log, blah.
The Senate has dispatched an agent from an alien race known as the Nakul. Repugnant creature. But she's of a keen mind and cunning I can appreciate as a Romulan officer. If only her visage wasn't so hideous. She boasts she has a weapon that will turn the tide in favor of Romulus. An old song, to be sure, but she sings it sweetly. Krog's mysterious backer, the so-called envoy, has made an impression in the right circles of power. We'll see if he can deliver, however. Data on his miracle weapon is due to arrive soon. Those scars, truly hideous. Krog is practically radiant in comparison.
Okay.
My researchers have analyzed the Nakul weapon data. It matches a report we have on an incident in Federation space involving a Doomsday Machine. If accurate, this weapon destroyed USS Constellation and nearly rid the cosmos of USS Enterprise.
It seems Enterprise's thrice-stamped captain exposed a vulnerability in the weapon. I shall have to address this with Krog upon her return. Krog arrives tomorrow, along with her reportedly improved weapon. I believe the envoy will be making an appearance as well. It seems it's the season for guests. If my agents are to be believed, we'll be getting a visit from the Tal Shiar very soon. I'm already suffering the witless bureaucrat from the Senate. To endure the serpents of the secret police is nearly too much to ask of a true Romulan.
Well, there are perks to being Tal Shiar, I suppose. Well, yeah. Alright. So, this way? No. Guess I gotta go this way. Yep. Listen in. Speak to the specialist Krog. Speak to Commander Chulak.
Sub-Commander, if this doomsday weapon lives up to the Nakul woman's boasts, it will ensure the Empire's dominance over the entire quadrant. The Federation and the Klingons will have no choice but to bend the knee to Romulus, or face annihilation.
What's that, Grand Admiral? Or is it made out of a super common material that everyone has access to, but can't figure out for the life of them how to use it? I don't know. I'm not sure if they can make it, or they find it, or what, but not entirely sure on the Doomsday weapon, apart from the fact that it's hard to control once it wants to do its thing. Perhaps the Tal Shiar does not understand our enemies, especially when they're desperate.
Of course. However, even a cornered beast knows when it has lost.
Greetings, Sub-Commander. I knew it was only a matter of time before the fabled Tal Shiar came to call. The Nakul have brought a glorious weapon to your empire. You won't be disappointed. I can assure you.
We've seen our share of Doomsday weapons specialists. None have lived up to the title.
This one shall, Sub-Commander. Beyond measure.
Your attention, please. Let's begin, shall we? We thank Specialist Krog of Nakul for joining us. We have concerns about the dangers involved with this weapon.
You have nothing to fear from the machine, my friend.
Would you be so confident if you were here, Envoy?
Utterly so, Commander. Soon, the Doomsday Machine will bring our foes to their knees.
Bold words, Envoy. We shall see, won't we?
It would seem a demonstration is in order. See to it, Krog.
As you wish. Shall we, Commander?
Very well. Show me what this beast of yours can do.
It will be my pleasure.
I know, right?
Enjoy the show, interloper. They are using holographic disguises. Guards, deal with them.
Well, that's not good. Howdy, no. Fucking Scarface over there. Hello. Ow. God damn it. There's so many of them. Got you, tough one. Yeah, well, the meeting went well. It's always something. You never go straight forward. Man, that's a lot of guards. Anybody else? Disengage EPS conduit couplings. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright, I think we're good. Not gonna let me beam up? No? Don't tell me I gotta kill all the guards. Alright. Says escape. Escape to where? I hate it when it does this sometimes. Does it like explain what you gotta do? There we go. Alright. 5 to beam. Wait for the red alert to stop. There you go. Energize.
We're trying to get our computer to interface with that Nakul control console, but their tech is quite advanced. I need at least 5 minutes to integrate it.
You got two. You got two. There's an enemy fleet and a live doomsday machine out there.
Your uninvited guests will make a fine target for the weapon, Chulak.
There we go.
The Doomsday Machine is about to open fire!
Oh, good.
Nice job. Keep it up. Targeting us again. We need to move. That was close. Almost got this console working. Activating shutdown protocol. Now. Something is wrong. It's not working. It's firing indiscriminately.
Enough! It's only a matter of time before that thing destroys the planet! All ships, destroy the Doomsday Weapon and the cool ships! Now!
Here we go.
The fabled Romulan treachery at last. You'll regret this, Mark.
On to the attack wing. Fire torpedoes into that thing's fall. All ships, protect the planet from that machine at all costs. Yes, then a cool ship is about to be food for the beast. That should end it. Wait, what's happening? The machine. It's on a collision course. No, no!
Boom. Well, that's not good. ship's tough. Whew. Jesus.
I don't know who you are, and I don't care. You helped us with the traitorous Nakul, and that earned you a reprieve. For now. Leave while you still can. I won't ask twice.
As you wish, Commander. I'll grab that item. God, the cool ships are pretty powerful.
We stopped them this time, at great cost. Clearly, the Nakul and their leader, this envoy, are willing to do anything to win this war, even commit genocide. It's unfortunate that Chulak didn't stand up to the Nakul sooner. It might have prevented this tragedy today.
Okay. What's the bad about that? Helm, set a course for the future.
The Nakul ship must have detonated within the Doomsday Machine. Disrupted it somehow. This must feel like a Pyrrhic victory at best, too.
Wait, Daniels, your face.
An occupational hazard, I'm afraid. I'll be fine. What matters is that Chulak and his allies would have killed billions had their plan succeeded. Instead, his life is a cautionary tale, forever disgraced by his loss here today.
Okay. Interesting.
There's been a temporal disturbance in the 27th century. It's happening in the Lurs system. Vorgon mercenaries are targeting a scientist named Cal Dano. This is big. We must keep Dano and his research out of Vorgon hands. I've transmitted the temporal coordinates. Meet me there.
Aye, aye, Daniels. Aye,
Do you have
aye.
any questions?
Helm, laying a course for the future in the Laris system. Engage.
Time shift complete. Permission to come aboard?
Granted, Daniels. Daniels has docked in Shuttle Bay 1, Admiral. Sensors indicate the Laris Prime is now a colonized planet in a transitional state between Class L and M. Acknowledge. Ask Mr. Daniels to join us on the bridge, Evan Lawn.
Cal Dano is stationed here at a Daystrom Institute research facility. The Vorgons may already have what they came for. Bring us into scanning range. We need to find out.
Why is this Caldano significant?
He's a brilliant scientist who recently completed work on a quantum phase inhibitor known as the Tox-Utat. While it was designed for peaceful purposes, the Tox-Utat could be a powerful weapon in the wrong hands. Hands like those of the Vorgons.
Okay, let's hope we're in time to help. Helm, bring us in range. Preliminary scans are clear. No signs of Caldano or the Tox-Utat on the Vorgon ship. It looks like they're at Yellow Alert stairs. They're ready for trouble, Admiral. Some Vorgons may be on the planet pursuing Caldano. Let me know if anything changes.
It's highly likely the Vorgons are at Caldano's research facility trying to get what they want. I'll take point on this one. I need you to keep an eye on that Vorgon ship and its crew. They might send reinforcements, or open fire from orbit.
Right, bring us into transport range, Helm. The Vorgons are bringing their combat systems online. No response to Hells. They're targeting us. Red alert, all hands, battle station.
The Vorgons have cornered Caldano. Engaging them now.
This is Baratas, commander of the VSP Opera. You are interfering with the private matter that does not concern you. Identify yourself.
I'm Admiral McKay of the USS Jack and Ill, and it became my concern when you fired on my ship.
My name is Azure. Baratas and I pursue a researcher named Caldano, and have been for some time. He has created a weapon of mass destruction, a very valuable weapon. The Tox Uthat and its maker will be ours. Our reinforcements are en route. You should not have interfered.
This could have been avoided, Azure.
Caldano's safe. For now. We're ready to beam up. Since these Vorgons entered this era, destroying them won't disrupt the timeline.
Alright. Anybody else?
Caldano must fulfill his personal destiny. I've given him my time ship to do so. Please clear it for launch. Trust me on this. I can always get another ship.
Alright, Shelby 1, the time ship is cleared for immediate launch. Launch the time ship.
More Vorgons. We need to cover Cal's escape. Almost there. Just keep the Vorgons busy a bit longer. Ship is safely on its way.
Nice. Alright. Boom, boom, boom.
This is a temporary setback. Your interference will not keep us from Caldano or the Tox Uthat. History can be changed, as you will see.
Stand down, Commander. It's over.
The Arborel just engaged a temporal drive. They're gone. The Vorgons know a lot about the Toxutot and its history. They'll want to reach a pivotal point in its timeline.
Continue.
There! I have them. Reading a new temporal ripple. In the year 2152. Unfortunately, I can't ask Captain Archer to get involved in this one, so if you don't mind. Temporal course laid in. Ready when you are.
Oh, engage. $21.52. Yes, Captain Archer was the first captain of the Starfleet vessel Enterprise, and he also later became the first president of the United Federation of Planets. So, Admiral, I'm picking up several ships on a long-range scan. A Dakira-type Vulcan cruiser and the Enterprise both appear to be disabled. I'm also reading Tholian and Suban signatures. Looks like there's a fight going on. And the Vorgons? Scanning. Vorgon signature detected. It's the Arborel. They're running long-range scans as well. No doubt looking for their prize. Interesting. Looks like they're dispersing temporal particles to mask their signature to ships of this era. I think we could do something similar. Proceed. Keep us off their senses if you can. Hey, the NX-01. Alright.
The time ship, or what's left of it, is currently on Enterprise, along with the body of Caldano.
What happened to Cal?
He wound...
No. Sound?
I don't know this, however. We can't let them endanger Enterprise or her crew. Also, we should stay out of Enterprise's sensor range. They haven't detected us yet, but let's not tempt fate.
A bit of sound issue then. Alright, deal with the Arborel.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
Oh.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
You're about to be disappointed, Commander. Again, I whooped your ass. Admiral, we've disabled the Arborel, but they're repairing the systems quickly. Reading multiple incoming temporal signatures. Vorgon reinforcements. Weapons ready. Man, this ship of mine has a crap turn rate. It's like trying to turn a lorry. Really? Why are the Tholians attacking me?
Unidentified vessels. You are temporal anomalies. You do not belong. Your chronoton signature matches a vessel we seek. We will know why. Submit to investigation, or you will be purged.
Wait, hold on. Let me explain.
Tholian Captain, we are not aligned with these interlopers. In fact, we would be happy to ally with you against them.
Alliance proposal refused. You are anomalous. They are anomalous. You will all be purged.
Yeah. Well, that's basically what Tholian is. It looks like a crystalline entity, but like a bug. Red alert, shields up. Ooh, gotta watch out for that. It held in place by a track team. And that's just you and me. Attracted, nightmare. Oh, they're gone.
There's a Vulcan rescue team on its way to aid the Dakir. We should leave before they arrive and ask questions we're not prepared to answer.
Can he lock onto the Arborel?
Scanning for the Vorgons now. Ah, of course. They're heading to the Risa system in 2366. The Toxutot was buried there, and it's about to be discovered by Jean-Luc Picard.
Oh, Jean-Luc Picard, eh? That's where it was destroyed as well, if memory serves.
That's the official record, yes. Truth is, Captain Picard realized the scientific value of the Toxutot and faked its destruction to fool the Vorgons. It worked. Until now. I'm reading a new disturbance. Sol System 2375. They know where it is. Course locked in. Are you ready for transit?
Make it so. Yes, it is indeed. He was the captain of the Enterprise D and E. I'm picking up multiple hostiles. Breen battle fleet, circa 2375. Admiral, we're at the Breen attack on Earth during the Dominion War. Why Earth, Daniels, and why now?
The Toxutot is here, in a high-security vault under Starfleet command. I assume the Vorgons are taking advantage of the chaos and the heavy damage to infiltrate the security facility and steal the Toxutot.
The Federation... Where's the sound gone? Yeah. The Federation basically has, like... Well, at the minute, we're on the Enterprise F in this current... Well, not this time, but in the time that the game's set in, we're on the Enterprise F. But basically, yeah, once the ship is decommissioned or destroyed, a new Enterprise is then commissioned to take its place. Alright, a pity Captain Picard's ruse didn't last.
It held up for quite some time. I suspect our Vorgon friends are getting... History shows them giving up the hunt after their failure at Risa.
Let me just refresh my sound. In your own time, computer. Alright, hopefully that fixes the sound issue. Alright, regardless, they're here now and we've got a work to do. I hate tractor beams. So what do you say? So now it's on the 7th Enterprise. So hang on, we got the NX-01 Enterprise, then we have the first Constitution class, then the Constitution refit, which is A, then obviously Excelsior class is B, Ambassador C, Galaxy D, Sovereign is E, and then the F is the Odyssey class, so 8. Breen sector flagship is inbound. Take it out and we'll have a clear path to Earth. Here we go. That was nasty. Like rift in subspace.
Let's take advantage of this lull in the battle to beam down.
Hang on, it's an item. It's an item. We get the item. Probably going to be some like auxiliary powers or batteries, but still. There you go, shield batteries. But you never know.
Let's take advantage of this lull in the battle to beam down, while we still can. Are you ready to beam down to Starfleet HQ?
Let's go. 5 to beam. Energize. We arrived at Starfleet headquarters circa 2375. The Breen invasion is in full swing. Based on tricorder readings, there are Breen scattered throughout the facility. We need to make our way to the high security area and narrow down our search there. Understood. Weapons ready, move out. Oh, frozen. Oh, Roden's already dead.
In orbit, the Federation fleet has engaged the Breen invasion force.
Reports from San Francisco estimate casualties in the tens of thousands. Starfleet Command is under heavy fire at this time.
Rightio.
We should probably ask that researcher what he knows.
Oh, thank God you're not Breen. This is a nightmare. I think they're heading to the vault. What's left of my research team grabbed phasers from a security station and decided to hold the line. Against Breen soldiers. Complete, utter insanity. Please, help them.
Get to safety. We'll help them if we can.
Thanks for the assist. Anything I can help you with?
Yeah, do you know where a Tux Utat is?
Thanks for the help. The Breen thought Starfleet scientists couldn't fight. As you can see, they were greatly mistaken.
That they were. Have you seen any Vorgons down here?
Funny you should mention that. We have. One of my team picked up 2 Vorgon life signs in the vault on local sensors, just before the Breen came to call. I notified security, for all the good that did. Let me buzz you in. Main access is over here.
Lead the way.
Damn, this thing's a total loss. I can open up secondary access for you, but you should know, the Breen made it in there. Could be rough going.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of it. Oh, you fucking run at me. Damn. Really not quite tough, isn't they? Mind you, I think it's the first time I've fought the Breen so far in the game.
Reports of a major strike led by the USS Cairo and the USS Enterprise are coming in. The Breen battle line appears to be breaking down, though heavy ground combat continues at several locations.
Alright. One of these. I hate these. So rotate the isolated chip so that we can align the columns blue, green, and white. So okay. Blue, green, white. Oh, I hate these bloody consoles. It could be here forever. Right, alright. Got the bottom right. Still the same. It's like a Rubik's Cube. Alright. I got the top done, now the bottom is fucked. Alright. Yay!
I've brought you this far, and you still won't join me?
No, Envoy. Your war with the Federation doesn't concern us.
Only the Tox Uthat matters. Nothing else. We are not alone in that pursuit, as you can see.
These must be the meddlers that you spoke of, Barotus. Kill them quickly.
Oh, bloody Scarface again. Oh. Damn.
We were so close.
Azure, no! No! Envoy, show yourself!
Having trouble, are we? You see now the depths our foes will go to, Barotus. Join me, and you'll have your revenge. I swear it.
Very well. I will follow your lead, Envoy. For vengeance.
Vengeance, indeed.
Okay. So the worst so every like change in the timeline, that Envoy gets better and Daniels gets worse. Let's see.
I'll be fine. We need to focus. Find the Tox Uthat.
Unacceptable. You've been injured somehow, and I want to know why.
I'm afraid that's need-to-know information. And right now, you don't need to know. I'm sorry, but there are things bigger than this to worry about.
Have it your way, Daniels, for now. Interesting. Search for artifacts matching Toxutak rarity. Science. Search for Toxutak. Following. The following crate matches your parameters. Download results. This room kind of reminds you of like the warehouse at the end of Indiana Jones, where they place the Ark. It's like a one random building. Designation Toxutak item blah. Lead researcher discovery Jean-Luc Picard Racer. Quantum phase inhibitor designed by Caldano in the 27th century. After recovering the artifact, Jean-Luc Picard employed an elaborate ruse to deceive would-be treasure hunters. See transport code 14. As a result, the galaxy at large believes the Toxutak was destroyed. Admiral, it looks like the Breen are withdrawing from Earth. We can beam you back to your ship whenever you're ready. Beam us up and prepare the ship for a temporal transit.
You did well. However, the Envoy keeps gaining allies. First the Nakul, and now the Vorgons. We've been hearing a name in chatter lately. The Temporal Liberation Front. Sounds like our friends are more organized than we thought. Thankfully, we kept them from Caldano and the Toxutak. I don't like to think about what could have happened otherwise.
Alright, choose reward. Vorgon Tetron Discharge Prism. Well, none of these are very good. 6 shields. So it's not the start.
We have discovered that the Sphere Builders have been conducting operations in other universes. They aren't just looking to make changes in time, but in other dimensions as well. Their experiments in the parallel universe have produced results that will aid them in forming expanses here. We need to travel to that reality and stop the Sphere Builder research, while we still can.
Okay. Sphere Builders. Now we're getting into something. Go to the alternate Delphic expanse. Okay, helm, set a course. Your universe. We've arrived in the alternate quantum universe. Admiral Stellar Cartography reports our location as the Delphic region, but my computations is the year 2260. I'm picking up some ships on long-range sensors. Hull layout and warp signatures reading suggest they're of Klingon design. Keep an eye on them, Daniels.
In 2387, an incident created a quantum rift between our universe and this one. A Romulan ship accidentally traveled here through a singularity. They found themselves in 2233 and later destroyed the USS Kelvin in battle. This caused their timeline to differ from ours. As a result, we now refer to it as the Kelvin timeline. We believe the Sphere Builders communicate with their operatives through the rift.
Okay, operatives such as Klingons?
Yes. In our timeline, they used the Xindi as a proxy force. I suspect they're doing the same thing here with the Klingons.
A formidable choice, though it's hard to see Klingons as anyone's proxy.
I'm reading multiple spheres under construction in this sector, as well as the wreckage of spheres. I suspect the local forces are trying to prevent an expanse from being formed.
Good, we may have some allies then. I was wondering when I was going to see one of these.
This sphere isn't active yet. We need to neutralize it before the builders can create an expanse.
Alright.
Starfleet Command, this is the USS Yorktown. We are under attack and require...
The transmission is garbled or interrupted.
I do hope you've come to fight, Patak. If not, you may whimper and wait for my blade at your throat.
You call up attack. Battle stations, defend the Yorktown. Here we go. Are we in the Kelvin timeline? Because that would be nuts. Klingon birds of prey. Yeah, it's a Kelvin universe or Kelvin timeline Constitution class. Very nice. What's that, Grand Admiral? I mean, I guess our universe couldn't be so different, just, you know...
Unidentified vessel. This is the USS Yorktown. We are under attack by Klingon boarding parties. Can you provide assistance?
Affirmative, Yorktown, we're on our way. Just, you know... No need to overlay the histories of both universes. Well, the history of the Star Trek universe is a long one. A long and detailed one. It's always like Dark Ages and stuff where history seems to be not written down or misused. Admiral, the rest of the team is working to secure engineering. Yorktown's warp core is approaching critical status. Understood. Daniels, I will secure the bridge. Like, that didn't even give me any cover whatsoever.
Over here.
Yeah, like, she shot me through this, like, console. Oh, you can. Maybe it's a hologram.
Greetings. I am Science Officer 0718. Thank you for your very timely assistance. Could you see to Admiral Garrett's medical needs? I am currently interfacing with your crew and the Yorktown's engineering systems to prevent a critical breach of the warp core.
Looks like an android of some sort. We'll see to the Admiral. Keep me appraised of the warp core status.
Thanks. I'm not sure which Starfleet you're in exactly, but I'm guessing you won't mind giving my crew a hand here. The Klingons really did a number on us.
We'll do what we can, Admiral.
Thank you. I thought we were finished. The Klingons weren't interested in taking prisoners.
Your vitals have stabilized. You'll be alright.
Thanks. I hope you're here to deal with these spheres.
Rest easy. We're here to help.
Thank you. Oh, my head's still spinning. That last Klingon photon hit sent me flying into the ops console. Head first.
Take it easy for a moment. The dizziness should pass soon.
We could use some help putting out these fires. Come over here after you've put out the last fire. Over here. All right. We were about to begin sabotage operations on the sphere when the Klingons came to call. As you can see, Yorktown and her crew are in rough shape. But that thing needs to be neutralized. Can I count on you and your crew to help us finish the job?
Of course you can, Admiral.
Glad to hear it. We've got explosives ready to go. But we'll need to find a proper infiltration point on the sphere. Work with my science officer to make that happen.
Understood, Admiral.
Use the starboard console. Together we can triangulate our scanners. Admiral Garrett, I believe we found a suitable location. I have reviewed your proposed infiltration coordinates. They are tactically sound. We can commence operations at your command. Be advised, in previous encounters on board spheres, the occupants have been quick to mobilize their defense forces. Expect heavy opposition.
Understood. Let's move out.
I'll stay on the Yorktown to assist Admiral Garrett and his crew. We'll monitor your progress from the bridge and provide tactical updates as we can.
Okie dokie, beam us down. We're picking up multiple Klingon life signs near your location. Acknowledge, McKay out.
Commander! Kill those intruders!
That was a sphere builder. Interesting.
To date, the most effective Starfleet tactic has been to trigger a critical series of detonations within their power suite. Such disruptions have resulted in destruction of a sphere.
No doubt the Klingons will have something to say about that.
Experiment 2674. Despite attempts to compensate for trans-dimensional drift, the protocol initiation led to universal instability and, ultimately, entropic acceleration. Galactic habitable spaces, 0. Life signs, minimal. Project terminated.
Alright, download data.
Receiving data. I had no idea the sphere builders were involved in so many alternate realities.
I do love it when my gun disintegrates the enemy.
You cannot stop our plans!
Well, we'll try. Keep running like that, you ain't gonna stop us anyway.
I was part of the team that devised the sphere neutralization tactics aboard USS Enterprise. After our initial success, I was deployed to the Yorktown to share my expertise on such matters.
Your experience should be invaluable. 0718.
Experiment 3331. The Expanse grew at an acceptable rate, until it was discovered by the Iconian Dominion Alliance. After intense resistance, we were able to decimate their core systems with targeted micro-expenses. But their desperation assault in subspace led to a complete entropic breakdown and, ultimately, universal disruption. Galactic habitable spaces, 0. Life signs, indeterminate. Project terminated.
This data...
Hey, I know, right?
They've exterminated entire galaxies with their experiments.
Mind you, the sphere builder could just be a projection, because the sphere builders need like their own like space to be able to be in it. And obviously they can't be in our space. It's like deadly to them.
It seems your alliance with the Klingons has been profitable, builders.
Yeah, they're holograms.
Like the Zindi, they are eager for conquest.
However, the technology you have provided destroys as well as creates.
The Resistance has been disruptive to our progress. Your promises appear thin, Envoy.
Holograms.
I assure you, all is going according to plan. Nothing they will do will keep us from our goals.
And yet, I see a familiar disruption has presented itself again.
A minor nuisance. I suggest letting your Klingons do what they do best.
I will deal with this disruption. It's time you learned that you cannot prevail, intruder. You will fall to ruin.
They're like trans-dimensional beings. They can't survive in our, like, spatial dimension. That's why they create the expanse, so they can, like, live.
I have had enough of you.
Is there a chance we could discuss this like rational beings?
The Tutarians were a peaceful race until your misbegotten alliance committed an act of genocide. We were all but annihilated. Only a scant few of us escaped to safety, lost and forgotten within a dimensional void. The Envoy has given us the means to manipulate events. We had begun to undo the damage you have done to us. Quantum realms such as this are ours to study without risk to our own. And should this realm unravel, there is an infinite number of realms remaining to us.
I think. You know about the female that was married to the Krenim in that, and then obviously when we alter the timeline, she then got wiped herself. You speak of suffrage genocide, but are willing to commit it yourself.
Yes, just as you were willing to do so to achieve your goals. Do not presume to judge me, murderer. The Expanse Protocol will wipe you from existence, and with your passing, bring justice to my people at long last.
The Expanse formation has begun.
Something is happening. The sphere is emitting a high level of thermobaric radiation. We must complete our objective at once.
Continue. Ooh. God damn it. Always get outflanked. There's not enough room for the maneuver.
Finished working on the sphere network. Prepare the final charge for detonation. Final charge deployed. We can return and initiate the detonation chain on your command.
Let's make that happen before the Expanse is complete.
Experiment 4472. Projections indicate increased habitable living area and expanse growth rate. Early estimates suggest a 500% increase. Local resistance, primarily from this realm's version of the Federation, has been crude but effective. Deploying Klingon proxy forces at key sphere deployments should alleviate this concern.
The latest data is local. It corresponds to this universe's quantum signature.
Alright, we are ready to beam you back to ship. Energize. Interesting. Yeah, because Captain Archer helped stop the sphere builders in, like, his timeline at his pointed time. This is interesting to see that sphere builders are tried again, but this time in a different alternate universe, no, alternate timeline. The expanse is affecting our shields and hull. We can withstand it for a little while before the crew succumbs to the negative health effects. It will likely be worse on the Yorktown. Understood.
Sphere builder ships, inbound.
We are being jammed. We're going to need to recalibrate.
Make it so. Grab the iron. Boost signal.
Low-bearing gas is creating an unusual level of interference, attempting to boost our comm signal to compensate.
Work fast, 0718. We're running out of time.
Recalibration complete. Established a link to the charges on the sphere, ready to activate on your command.
Detonate the charges. Kaboom! Or an implosion.
Detonation's complete. The sphere is neutralized.
Yeah, that was more of an implosion than an explosion. I have the Yorktown on comms, Admiral. They're ready for you and 0718 to beam over for a debriefing. Acknowledged. We're on the way.
Nice work over there.
It was rough for a moment, but you both...
What the...
I'll see you back on the ship, sir.
Most curious. I believe that wound occurred due to a temporal shift. Something has happened elsewhere.
It happened before. We're not sure why.
A question for another time, perhaps.
In the end, you came through for us. On behalf of Starfleet and the Yorktown crew, thanks.
You're welcome.
Indeed. Safe travels to you and your crew.
Thank you and good luck, gentlemen. 1 to beam up. Energize. I'm still curious, why won't they try diplomacy to allow them to build some spheres to survive? Well, my theory would be because the environment created is hostile to everything that's in our universe.
Been busy since our last meeting. I think we can add the sphere builders to our list of known TLF associates and members after this encounter. The builders are no strangers to temporal war. Their experience could tip the balance of power against us. Fortunately, their ability to operate in our dimension is extremely limited. For now.
And not to mention, they are using, like, temporal warfare as well. To, to get their way. So we have a Kelvin timeline bat'leth. Interesting. Let's go for the bat'leth. Collectible, isn't it? Right, how long have we been streaming? What's our missions? We're on the last one. Let's finish up this storyline, shall we?
Some time ago, there was a temporal disruption involving the USS Enterprise C. We thought the matter was fully resolved, but there was an oversight. We need to find one of the Enterprise C survivors, a temporal duplicate of Starfleet Admiral Tenay. Until we reconcile her displacement, the timeline is in jeopardy. There's one person in particular that can provide the location of the survivors, Sela of Romulus. We believe she's operating in the Cytor system. Meet me there to search for Sela and enlist her aid.
Really? Sela?
Stay safe out there.
No, what's that? I mean, yeah, but can't they make their sphere range limited? See, I'm not really sure, but they don't belong in our universe, I would think. So, like, they just want to wipe us out so they can repopulate. It's kind of like, do you know species 8472, the Undyne? They live in a different dimension or fluidic space, which is completely different to our space, and they basically want to eradicate all sentience that's not their own. Makes sense? Right, helm set a course for the Cytor system. Engage. Survivor. Now entering the Cytor system. No signs of any ships on sensors, Romulan or otherwise. Admiral, Transport Room 1 reports that Agent Daniels has just beamed in. Welcome aboard, Agent. What's your take on all this?
If she's here, we'll need to draw her out. Sela's not easily found if she doesn't want to be. In the meantime, there's a structure on one of the larger asteroids, but the mineral content there is making long-range scanning difficult. I recommend we take a closer look.
Good idea. Let's get in close and take some more scans.
Our intel shows a lot of Romulan activity in this system, in Sela's name. Command believes she's planning an assault of some kind and gathering tactical resources. This looks like an abandoned Tal Shiar base. Or what's left of one. It looks like the interior has been stripped of anything useful over an extended period of time. This could be the work of Sela's forces. They've been... Wait! Picking up enemy contacts. Romulan ships decloaking.
Shields up, red alert.
Disengaging.
Okay.
Those ships were older, but battle-ready and in good repair. It's unusual of them to run so quickly. We should stay sharp. There's probably more of them out there waiting under cloak. In the meantime, we damage their propulsion systems in the fight. They're leaking plasma.
Helm, follow the plasma trail now.
As long as they keep leaking plasma, we can follow their trail. They're not trying to lose us. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Unidentified ship, you are trespassing in sovereign Romulan space, and you are outnumbered. Surrender now.
Nice to see you too, Sealer.
Oh, it's you again.
Yeah, me. It's me. We're not here to fight, Sealer. Stand down.
No. You are still trespassing in my space, and I could use a new ship for my armada.
Oh, God, Sealer. Red alert, tactical, fire to disable only. Always the aggressive one, isn't she? Alright. How many times do you have to, fight Sealer? Come on.
Fine, we'll talk. Cut to the chase and tell me what it is you want.
Information, specifically on the location of certain Tal Shiar prisoners.
Ah, I'd wondered when you'd get around to looking for the Enterprise C survivors.
Okay, a logical deduction. Where are they?
When the Enterprise C survivors were taken, my father agreed to let the rest of the crew live, so long as Lieutenant Yar served as his concubine. She was executed, but my father held to his word. I am aware of their location, but I will only take you there if you agree to bring me with you.
Okay, if you come with us, you agree to be arrested. No tricks.
And what assurances do I have that I won't simply be executed? I will not agree to my death.
We will make arrangements for incarceration, not execution.
If I agree to this, I will be held in house arrest, somewhere reasonably pleasant by my own standards. I will not be cut off from access to the outside world, and I will not be given any sort of death penalty. Further, you will allow my crew and their ships to go without harassment.
Any more demands, Sealer? I'm sure such arrangements can be made. Perhaps prepared to beam aboard.
The survivors of the Enterprise C were sent to a Tal Shiar prison world. Set a course for the Pictet system. I shall make my way to the bridge of this quaint little ship.
What do you call those little ships? Like the biggest ship Starfleet has to offer. Very well, Helm. Pull our course. Swoop 8. Engage. No? Not going to do the animation? Okay. Quaint little ship. Bigger than your ship. I know, right? Now, if I was using the Prometheus, then yeah, it's a little bit on the small side, more of a medium class escort. But the Defiant class is obviously one of the smallest we have. I have one of them.
reading several Tholian ships on sensors, along with some unusual temporal fluctuations. Tholians dislike anything involving time travel. We should be cautious. If they think we're responsible, they may become hostile.
Agreed. Anything you like to add, Seela?
This is the Pictet system, one of many worlds where the Tal Shiar would send assets important enough to keep, but not threatening enough to kill. Supplies to this world stopped when Hobus was destroyed, but the Enterprise C crew are proven survivors. I admit, the Tholians being here is new. Surely they won't be too difficult for you to handle.
Shields up, Helm. Take us in. Tholians always sticking their collective noses in where they don't belong. It's a strange spatial anomaly.
The anomaly will be eradicated. Leave now.
Not a good sign.
Was that? Well, that was staying friendly for a long time. Well, kind of learnt with Tholians, never drop your guard. Oh, they caught me. Fuckers. Another
temporal anomaly. It was emitting high levels of tachyon radiation and chronotons before it dispersed. I'll need more data, but I think it was an unstable gateway into transdimensional space.
I see.
Scan one. I want to see what they were so interested in.
Okay, plot of course, we'll scan one.
Based on these readings, I believe I've found an origin point for these anomalies. They're coming from the planet below. I suggest sending an away team down to collect data.
Right, let's get down and... Wait, shields up, Tholians. God, it caught me again, fuckers.
All clear. We should check out the planet while we can.
It's a nice green planet.
I am detecting signs of habitation, but there's a lot of temporal disturbances down there. They're making it hard to obtain a clear reading at this distance.
Let's go down for a closer look.
Assemble your most able crewmen and... My apologies. This is your ship. You give the orders.
Indeed. Daniel, Sheila, you're with me. Let's beam down and see what's happening. Let's change Ronan out for Samantha here. Ready, energize.
We've beamed down into an open courtyard within what's left of the Tal Shiar prison. Doesn't look like it's been inhabited for some time. I'm reading a number of temporal anomalies nearby, but my tricorder's having trouble analyzing the data. We're going to need to get closer.
Understood.
The shipments of supplies stopped long ago. Anyone alive down here will have a hard time. I suppose that's too bad for Admiral Tanay.
You said anything about Admiral Tanay?
That is what this is about, isn't it? There are two of her and no one else. If you find her, I doubt she will be alive.
We're going to search for her regardless.
This world was abandoned by the Tal Shiar decades ago. I doubt there's anyone left. The survivors of the Enterprise C might have left personal items behind.
Century. It lacks power, but it should work once it's recharged.
See if you can power it up. There could be useful data on it. Yeah, I know. It's a bit overrun by nature.
This place hasn't been inhabited for a while. Thing is, the tricorder's giving a range of time from 3 months to 30 years. We're dealing with some serious temporal flux here.
Oh, that could be a problem. Let's keep moving.
That's one of the temporal anomalies. I wouldn't recommend entering its area of effect. From what I'm reading here, contact with the anomaly will do considerable damage to anything organic. That being said, I believe we can deal with this. Stand over there, and between the two of us, we should be able to nullify the anomaly.
Okay, understood. Oh, looks like it's brand new.
Someone's been here recently. The tricorder's picking up numerous signs of habitation in the area. By the look of things, someone stripped this area of all useful items and moved on.
We should move on then, too. We need to find a way past the gates.
This gate appears to have been locked from the outside. Perhaps they knew about the anomaly but didn't have the means to handle it. Ah, there's a manual override over there near our beam-down site. We can use it to open the gates.
The controls appear to be behind some gates and more temporal anomalies.
When we disrupted this anomaly, it seemed to fracture, forcing more anomalies into our timeline. I think we might be able to use that to our benefit, though. I'll stay here and act as an anchor. Find the best spot and use your tricorder to emit the dispersal pattern again. We should be able to push those bubbles away from the gate controls. If you get stuck, I'll be able to get you out of trouble.
I'll disperse the anomalies and make a path to the gate controls.
The gate controls are trapped within an anomaly. We'll have to disperse it to use them.
Okay. Oh. I don't think I was meant to do that.
Time is a tricky thing. Moving one anomaly will likely have a cascading effect on others. We might need to do this and pop multiple time bubbles in order to reach the gate controls.
The gate controls are inside temporal anomaly, which damage or even kill you if you enter it. You need to move the anomalies around to gain access to the controls. Search the prison interior for a location where you can pop an anomaly bubble and change the configuration of the others. Saying I'm gonna go that way.
Time.
Ooh. And some Empire just declared war on you. I wonder, can I... There we go.
Looks like some of the closed gateways are rusted now. Find another spot. I think I can see a clear path to the controls.
What's that? What they don't know is how many ships I have thanks to my cloaking tech. Oof, sneaky then, aren't you? There we go.
The gate's open. Try to disperse where you are. It should open an escape path for you.
That's one of the reasons why the Romulan Empire is so, like, as they feared, is because you don't know how many ships they got due to their cloaking.
Excellent. The gate's open, and we can continue our search for Tanae. Well done. Before we move on, I've managed to bring the data pad online again. It might contain clues on what happened. Looks like it's a personal unit. The primary user is Lieutenant Tasha Yar of Starfleet.
Are you certain?
Give me that. The first entry dates to 2389, nearly 40 years after she was executed. Or at least 40 years after she was supposed to have been executed.
Let's see the entry.
I am Natasha Yar, Security Chief for the Federation Starship Enterprise D. Well, at least that's who I was. For the past 40 years, I've been Tal Shiar Prisoner 24601. But even that changed a week ago. Our regular supply drops from the Star Empire stopped 3 months ago. The guards started caring too much about what might be going on elsewhere in the quadrant and caring too little about their prisoners. We were able to overpower them. We've managed to recover some data pads like this one, but there isn't enough here for us to call for help or escape. I'm leaving this record in case anyone comes looking for us. Sela, if you find this, I still love you. I've missed you.
Log ends.
Lieutenant Yar was supposed to have been executed. My father said it happened. There were witnesses. How can... Clearly, there was some judicious alteration of history.
So it would appear.
The Enterprise C survivors were here, but something drove them away. Something more than the loss of supplies. We should continue looking for the survivors. Your duplicate of Tanae may yet be alive on this rock.
Your father lied to you.
It would not have been the first time. No doubt he thought she might still have been useful in some way. I can see the pity in your eyes. Keep it. His decision allowed me to become the person I am. I do not regret that.
Oh, if you say so.
Look, there's a path ahead. This anomaly looks more stable than the others. It's probably less deadly.
Bloody
Let's
spiders.
not find out now.
Why does it have to be arachnids? I hate arachnids.
The generators died and no one knows why. Richard thinks it might have been the big predators. Tanae thinks she might be able to salvage some of the parts. I hope she can. She's been glaring over the remains for the last 3 hours. 2 more dead. We can't stay here. The animals know the fence won't harm them anymore. I rigged an early warning system using a trick I learned growing up on Turkana 4, but that won't stop them. Took a vote, and we're moving. We'll build a new settlement in the old secondary supply bunker the Tal Shiar abandoned 20 years ago. The surviving guard has agreed to guide us there. Loyalty to the Tal Shiar fades when you've been stranded with the inmates.
Log ends. Interesting. Well, stop moving, Sealer.
Lieutenant Yar never discussed Turkana 4. When I was older, I discovered why. She was a survivor. It is clear that her arrangement with my father was just that. Obviously, she continued that trait into her existence here. There's more ground to cover.
Indeed. Let's keep following the path.
There's another unstable anomaly.
It's getting interesting, this story.
The anomaly has left some of the rock in a molten state.
You took readings in
Clearly
orbit.
these anomalies
Surely
must be
we should
connected to your
continue
mission.
looking. Now, while you take a leisurely stroll through the jungle, I will be moving on. It appears that there are more survivors than initially believed.
On that, we're in agreement. Let's keep searching.
There's a lot of interference, but I think I'm picking up a life sign. Tanae!
Go away! Leave this place!
Okay. Now I'm confused.
No! Please, not again! Stay away!
I have the power of the sun.
Stay away!
Oop.
It seems your duplicate, Tanae, is still alive, and she isn't pleased to see you. I don't really blame her. I wasn't exactly thrilled to see you again, either.
I see. A structure ahead. Let's check it out.
She's run off, but there's an even larger anomaly close by.
It looks like it was a structure at one point, but I doubt any
Another
survivors
temporal
would
anomaly,
remain
and
in
this
a
one is larger
ruin
than the
like
last.
this.
There are temporal eddies moving through the area and a few stable locations between them. Now, if you establish temporal stabilizers in these 3 locations, we can disperse the anomaly and get a better look at the area. Hopefully, the Enterprise C survivors were able to escape the area before this happened.
Understood. Okay. Think I'll go in?
There's a stable pocket ahead of you. Set up the first stabilizer there. That's the first stabilizer. 2 more to go.
Good thing I got this suit, innit?
Incredible! Dispersing the anomaly restored more than I expected. We should look for clues.
Oh, that's interesting. Looks like a barracks of some kind.
We found an entire grove of saplings. Richard swears the same area was full of towering trees last week. He might be mistaken. We're both getting older. I thought I saw a Romulan in the brush. He was wearing a 22nd century style uniform. When I looked again, he was gone. Maybe I'm going senile. Richard insists I'm too young. Maybe it's because the outside world has been on my mind. Sela has been on my mind. I wonder what happened to her. While her father was a Tal Shiar general, he spared my life in the end. Perhaps he wasn't petty and cruel to her. I hope he wasn't. If you should find this, happy 50th birthday, Sela. I have missed you. I only regret we were separated. Shelter ruined, last tricorder gone, half our stores destroyed, 5 dead. The hunters and gatherers returned to find many dead and unconscious. I used my emergency medic training, but I was a security officer, not a doctor. Devek might not make it. None of them can remember what happened. Without the tricorder, we can't scan the area, or for internal injuries. I suspect that there is something on the planet causing anomalies of some kind. Danae has not reacted well. She's been talking to herself and keeping apart from everyone. A problem for later. Survival now.
So I wonder what's causing the temporal anomalies. Because obviously they've been happening for a while.
Some sort of temporal inversion happened here. Some of the rock returned to an earlier molten state, while some of the building materials aged over 200 years. Anyone standing close to these objects would have been affected as well, regressed to infancy, or aged to the grave.
Damn. The same thing could happen to us if we're not careful. Doink.
Well, I suppose it was nice that Yar thought of me, but that doesn't change the fact that she was going to steal me away like a thief in the night. If she had truly cared, she would have stayed where she was. My father was not cruel or petty, at least not to me. He was hard because he needed to be. I thrived because of it.
I see.
The Enterprise C survivors were surprisingly resilient. Tasha's notes are more sparse but seem to record a productive, if primitive, community. They mention a secondary site close by. If your Vulcan survived, there may be others, and they may be close.
We should keep looking.
Over here! There's a path with recent footprints.
Alright.
I'm reading another anomaly, further down the path. Tanae might be there.
Oh, and some Tholians. Joyous.
The Tanae anomaly and its allies must be purged.
That Tholian away team must have beamed down to investigate the anomalies.
Interesting. Oh, gotta examine the tracks, do I?
This looks to be a well-worn path. Some recent footprints here, heading the other way. They might have run into Tholians.
It seems your Vulcan passed this way recently. Perhaps the cavern mentioned Natasha's logs is nearby. We should follow the tracks.
They're headed towards those rocks. Just like a cave.
It seems many of the refugees would be alive if it weren't for the anomalies. I wonder how many are left now.
I'm detecting signs of recent habitation in this some sort of dwelling up until a few
Maybe
months
we'll
ago.
find more answers.
If I'm reading this right, there was an explosion of tetrion particles here. A fatal one, judging by the organic residue on the walls. No one's been living here since, according to these tricorder readings.
Okay, understood. Let's keep searching. They may have left something behind.
The anomalies are temporal in origin. I watched Richard wither and die before my eyes. An anomaly appeared, and moments later, he aged 100 years. We buried him this morning in the clearing. I never expected he and I would end this way. I miss him. Richard was a wonderful partner for these last decades, a good man. We built a wonderful life, despite it all. My only regret is that Sela never got to know how kind and brave Richard was. He'd have been such a wonderful stepfather. Tanae hasn't been seen in days. I'm worried she won't come back. I'm worried she will. I thought her strange behavior might be a degenerative Vulcan sickness, but she was answering questions before they were asked, and she's been close to every anomaly that's happened. Maybe I'm jumping at shadows. The part of me that is still a security officer on the Enterprise doesn't think I am, though.
Oh, I wonder if Tanae is the cause of the anomalies.
This is Tanae. I have agreed to report the final words of Natasha Yar, and to hold this log for the future. If there is one, if it isn't here already, What? No! Focus. Focus! Natasha Yar died of a fever. She wished for the story of the crew of the Enterprise C to be remembered. They were brave beyond expectation. She wished for her daughter to know that she was loved, and that Natasha lived a long and happy life. But Natasha missed her, and she hoped her daughter's life was wonderful. Natasha requests that if this log is found, that this record be conveyed to Sela of Romulus and to the Federation. Do not come near me. End log.
Okay. Let's see where this cave leads, Admiral. Tanae may be close by, and we need to find her before these anomalies get worse. Agreed. Let's proceed through the cave and continue our search. That's a nice
I think I see
tree.
movement in the bushes. Tanae?
Hello, hello,
Stop
hello.
following me!
We didn't want to ask you questions.
No, go away! I told you to stay away!
Come with me. We'll be able to fix everything.
I am dangerous. You should not be here. No one should be here. No! Not again! Oh!
Not again. What do you mean?
No! Not again!
There's a new anomaly forming.
Tholians!
God damn it. Woo!
Purge the anomaly. Purge the contaminated.
Tanae, the anomalies that have been occurring were caused by decades of temporal interference. Because of what happened with the Enterprise C, you exist in two places at once. We can fix this. You and your counterpart can be reintegrated. Your memories will be integrated as well, but the anomalies will stop.
We can help you. You don't have to run anymore.
I see the logic in your presence here. I am anomalous. My presence here must be sufficiently reconciled to preserve the order of things. I presume you are here to accomplish this. Thus, I will go with you.
We'll fix this, Tanae. You don't have to hide any longer. Admiral, there's something you should see. I scanned the area for Tholians after the last attack. While I didn't find any, I picked up something else. Judging by these readings, I believe I found the remains of the Enterprise C crew. Understood, let's confirm this. So because Tanae is a duplicate from an alternate timeline, and there's already another Tanae in the universe, she's been causing temporal anomalies. Make sense?
All this time, she was here. I believed she was dead. Tasha believed I might come looking for her. She believed it so strongly she left logs in case. Tanae held her logs for her. And now, she is truly dead.
Kind of time travel is weird. Yeah, but I think it's kind of like you're having. It's like if I went into the let's say if I went into the future by like I don't know, a couple years, and I saw myself, they would create like a time paradox or a time distortion because there shouldn't be two of me in the same time. Yeah, and obviously that's what's happened with Tanae. There's been two of her in the timeline, and the timeline just can't handle it. So the one that shouldn't be there is causing temporal effects. If my understanding of it is right, that is.
This place has led to some interesting revelations, shall we say? I think it best we leave before more Tholians show up.
Yeah, agreed. Transporters are standing by, Admiral, ready to beam everyone up on your ship. Energize. Time travel's all confusing now. There's so many things that goes wrong with it. So many different things it can cause. I have a feeling though it's not over.
Looks like we beamed up just in time. Several Tholian ships are on an attack vector.
Go to red alert. All hands, battle stations.
Something is happening. It's happening again. Another anomaly is forming.
What's that? Well, the problem with them is they won't dare to attack me, but at the same time allow me to strike at their colonies and destroy them. Oof. Well, good luck in your battle, Grand Admiral. Prepare for battle. It's not over yet. Here we go. More thoroughly. Now these shields are powerful. And once the shield's down, they're like paper. Good. Cool. I just avoided that. Anybody else want a piece of me today? Oh look, it's a time ship. Admiral, we're being hailed by the USS Pastak. It's Admiral Tani. That is to say the Admiral Tani from our timeline. Acknowledge. Put her on screen.
I see you found my displaced temporal counterpart. Well done.
Well, thank you, Admiral.
An operations team is standing by on this vessel to assist with her temporal reintegration. Please beam her aboard, and we will begin the process. It is possible that I may acquire a new set of memories as part of the process. A small price to pay to stabilize the timeline. As it has been said, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Or the one.
Admiral, I also have Sealer aboard.
I see. Having read the briefing from Starfleet Command, I find her presence here to be most logical, considering the situation.
She's agreed to go into custody now that the issue has been resolved.
Very well. I will take custody of Sela and deliver her to a secure facility once the reintegration procedure is complete. Beam her aboard with my temporal counterpart.
As you wish, Admiral. Jack O'Neill out.
It seems our journey is at a parting of the ways once more.
So it seems you did agree to place yourself into custody, however.
I did, and I will. But I have a condition to my surrender.
Oh, bring it up with the Admiral. I'm done with you, Sealer. Done. All decks have reported in, Admiral. We're ready to depart the system at your command. Well, engage. An undisclosed location.
Tell me about my mother.
Wait a minute. Is that Data? Because Data had that hologram. And she kind of like loves Sealer. Ooh, we'll have to find out in the next video, shall we?
The timeline is stabilizing. Anomaly counts are dropping, and our agents are reporting a decline in temporal aftershocks due to recent events. That's a good thing, by the way. The aftershocks of our recent discoveries on Pictet may take some time for Sela to resolve, however. I hope she's able to find a sense of peace and closure from what she's learned today. I'll be heading back to Temporal Command once we've fully integrated the two Tenays. Be seeing you.
Be seeing you too, Daniels. Let's have a look what we got quick. 308. It's nice. It's not too bad. That's not very good. Let's go with shields. Well, there we go then, guys. That is going to be it for today's Star Trek Online playthrough. We have completed all of yesterday's Wars story arc. Next, we have Future Proof, which will be in the next video. So, hope you all enjoyed the content. It's been a bit of an interesting one with lots of time travel shenanigans and temporal incursions of whatnot. Still trying to get my head to wrap around all the
With the war
stuff.
over, it's
not yet, Admiral. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, and feel free to follow me on Twitch. Try to reach 200 followers. But with that said, though, I've been Dr. McKay. Thank you all for watching me play Star Trek Online. This is my first playthrough of all the missions, so it's much appreciated you all watch and engage with me. Well, I said though, I'll catch you all in the next video. Cheers and goodbye all.